Hey everybody, this is Mo Trader here, and this is the trade recap for today, February 13th, 2018. And I only had one trade today. It was MTCH. And this is a good lesson for you guys to see why you need to lock in profits. Don't assume anything, or don't assume the stock is gonna do something specific and be a bias on the stock. Now, let's look at this. This was on my watch list if you watched the video yesterday. And what I saw today, this thing washed, went up. This white line right here is the prior close or yesterday's close. And I saw this coming down right here, and I got in short. So I got in short. This thing spiked down. I didn't take anything. It was holding VWAP. It was coming down, coming down, coming down. Locked in some right here, and then it spiked back up. Kind of started holding here. I locked in some more, and then I left like super tiny position just to see if this thing is gonna hold red on the day and roll over. Now didn't hold red, so I took it off. Now I'm profitable on the trade. Look what the stock did. It went a buck. So if I held this, assuming this thing it's already too extended to the upside and needs to pull back, I will be in red. That's why I always say lock in profits when you have them. It doesn't matter. Lock it in when the trend is changing, when there is something that's telling you the stock is not behaving the way it's supposed to. Just lock it in. And this is exactly what happened. This was my only trade on the day, even though I was watching WB. It was gapping up on the day here, and I was watching this level right here, 125. If I got this 125 with a dollar stop, I probably this is a 4 to 1, 1 2 3 4 5 to 1 actually, risk to reward ratio. So that would have been perfect, but yeah, I didn't catch it, so there is no point for me to point it out. That was MTCH. Let's go over the watch list for tomorrow here and see what I'm watching. I'm still thinking that this MTCH could pull back. So 3 days up. Let's see what tomorrow is gonna do. It closed pretty strong on the day, so it might gap up. I'm gonna be watching that 40 mark right there if it's gonna gap up. INVA. This thing spiked pretty good too. Three green days today. Pre-extended candle here. Let's see if we can get that red day right there. Kind of like a profit taken before it continues its way, or it just crumbles and comes back down. LPX, this thing announced earnings here. It gapped up and ramped. We're coming to that 31 level right there, so I'm thinking about some resistance going to show up there. You can see if it starts tapping there, it's going to be a double top or triple top on the daily, so I'm going to be watching that level as well. This thing came from 27 all the way to 3080s here, so we're looking at 3+ points. CHGG gapped up and just ran all the way to that 20 mark, and it pulled back. Wow, 20 mark, right? Psychological number. It's kind of obvious. If we go on today here, you can see lost VWAP, and then it just held the VWAP here. So I'm gonna look for that 19 or the 20. I want to see which one happens first. I want to see either ramp up towards that 20, get stuck right here, get stuck, and then it pulls back down, or it actually ramps towards that 19, starts holding. Maybe we get a ramp back up towards that 20, or it loses that 19, which is another scenario, and then the 19 becomes like a top and it comes back down. Or this could just break that 20, starts basing on top of that 20, and just continues its way up. We just have to be proactive on all the stocks, right? We have to have the plan to attack the stocks. It's not, oh, I'm thinking this thing is gonna do this, and this is what I'm gonna build my plan on. Let me break it down for you. It doesn't work this way. Sometimes it happens what do you think the stock is gonna do, and sometimes, which is most of the time, is not gonna happen. So have plans, what the stock could do. If we go back to the history and see what the stock did, right? So this day, big gap up, wash. This day, up, and then it kind of came down here on the small day. This day right here, it gapped down, so that doesn't apply. But you get the point. So I'm looking for a pullback. How does that happen? I don't know. Either ramps to that 20, maybe continues on a second day because the earnings were so good comparing to the prior earnings. You can see 6 cents, 6 cents, 1 cent, 15 cents. So their estimate were 13 and a half cents, and they beat the earnings. So again, have multiple plans just in case the stock does not do exactly what you think the stock is gonna do. One of the things that happened today, let me bring in my side monitor here. Where did it go? So I'll show you the stock that I was watching, or it was on our watch list yesterday. IMGN. This thing came from 7 all the way to 10, right? And I wanted to short this, but guess what? Did not give me an entry. Like, I saw this and I'm like, I'm not gonna chase all the way here. The stock is way overextended. So it just didn't play out the way I thought this thing is gonna play out. I thought this thing's gonna wash, come back, retest that prior close, and then it just slowly fade all day. What did it do? It did fade technically all day, but we got that big wash in the morning where it gave me a flag. Hey, don't trade this. This is too extended now. The SSR triggered I believe at 50s. Yeah, the SSR triggered at 50 right there, almost the bottom of it. So we're looking at triggered the SSR. So it's like there is no risk to reward ratio for me to do anything with this. Even if I took this, maybe with a tight stop loss will work, but what's the chance this thing is gonna go your way right away? You gotta give it a little bit of wiggle room, and knowing me, I'll probably give it that 10 mark, which is it's less than 1 to 1, so it doesn't really worth it. Anyways, that was my IMGN talk there. I have a couple on the watch list here. WB, I'm still thinking this thing could continue to the upside here if the spike continues to the upside. Twitter had a pretty big day today. Ran all the way and just started holding its levels, held that 33 mark. So I'm looking for that. Under Armour, this thing gapped up. It's a buck range on this. Usually trades about 60 cents ATR or so, about 2 days, and then big gap up. It came to this 17 area here, where you can see it was support and resistance all this throughout this period right here, and then we have the peak here, which is almost a 17, and today we hit that 17 and pull back. So do we see a red day? We gotta watch it for tomorrow. Well, as usual, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Follow me on social media, like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content. Let me know you guys love this content, and I'll see you later, guys.